Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Yeah, it's a great pleasure for me and I'm happy you are still joining with us in Kelas Kreatif International Teaching Conference 2023. Alright, Bapak-Bapak and Ibu-Ibu, this is such a good time for me and for you also as we always try to develop our English language teaching and learning because English is our passion, and this kind of webinar could be a good warming up for our English teaching and learning in the entire year of 2023. Now I'm Laeli Hasanah. I will be your moderator in the next 40 minutes, and today we will have an outstanding speaker. We will have an outstanding presenter. We have Ibu Nikmatu Zahroh. Okay. Good afternoon, Ibu Ani. Yeah, she wants me to call her as Ibu Ani. Yes.
Yeah. Call me Bu
So,
Ani.
okay, thank you. All right. So, how many of us that can speak English well, but still has to do a lot of efforts to write? So maybe Ibu Ani will answer that question: how we can maximize digital learning in writing to compose English writing. And then let me give you some information about her. Okay. So, Ibu Ani is a teacher and also a writer.
Excuse me, Bu Laeli. You are mute. Your microphone is mute.
Okay.
Okay.
Just coming up to mute. Okay. I would like to share information about Ibu Ani. If I go to um, it, all right. Ibu Ani is a teacher and also a writer. She holds many achievement awards. So recently, she got the best teacher in Kabupaten Jombang with a category MTS, jenjang MTS. Yeah. Again, congratulations, Ibu Ani.
Thank you.
Yes, I try to share the. Let me check. Let me share the. Okay.
Yeah, mute again, Bu Laeli. Excuse me, Bu Laeli. Your microphone is mute. Okay.
Thank you. I think I cannot sharing because it keeps mute. Okay. So I will stop sharing. Okay. And I will just go to. So she holds juara satu guru berprestasi MTS Kabupaten Jombang in January 2020. She also a facilitator for Daerah Literasi Media Guru Indonesia 2022 until now. And she also founder for the Komunitas Penulis Jombang, and she has a lot of book published and also anthologies of poems. Wow, that's great. Lucky of us we have her today here. So, Ibu Ani will present about digital learning using the IRC method in developing students' writing skill. Yes, Bapak-bapak and Ibu-ibu, Let's enjoy what is coming up within the next 25 minutes. I think this is time for you, Ibu Ani.
Okay, thank you, Bu Laeli. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you again, Bu Laeli, and thank you, Bapak Ibu. You have attended this conference in these parallel sessions, and in these occasions, I would like to share one of my best practice that I have ever done in my class. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, can you see the screen? Okay. Well, for these occasions, I would like to share one of my best practice that I have ever done. And the title of my best practice is Digital Learning Using CIRC Method in Developing Students' Writing Skills. Okay. And this is the outlines of my presentations. I will start with the introductions and then theoretical framework. And the objective of the research, it can be the research, and also the results and discussions. And also this is I will tell you about the obstacles during my research. And then the last, conclusion and suggestions and references. Okay, so this is the outline for my presentations. Now, let's go to the introductions. Well, as stated that in Permendikbud number 22, 2006, say that English is the tool for communications, both orally and written, so that it tends to have the communicative competence. The communication competence itself, communications is understand the information through developing the knowledge, technology, and culture by using the language. Next. Well, for this competence, the communication competence is a discourse competence. So it is the competence to understand the text, which relies in four skills of language. They are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. This is for skill in English. And also, I write for introductions the use of technology assistance. That, according to Santosa 2017, said that technology assists students to get better and more fun learning. We know that. And for this research is focused on the recount text. According to Fatgun 2011, recount text is the text that tells about someone's past experience, that they can tell briefly and accurately based on their experience. Okay, next. Yeah, okay. Now, this is the theoretical framework. You can see for the first, I do this research because of some problem that I got. One of the problem is the students' interest and motivation in learning is low, especially when in the class after the pandemic situations. So it is our the teachers, yeah, all of the teachers. This is very hard to make the students get good motivations in learning. And then the second, the learning models and method used seems conventional, so that students feel bored and unchallenged in learning. In this research, I also want to tell you that the teacher must be upgrade the knowledge and then change to using the technology. This is not using the conventional. And the third, many teachers still use conventional media without paying attention to the use of learning media, especially digital media. And this is based on the teachers in my school. Yeah, in my school, some of the teachers are still using the conventional media. They are using the paper without any using digital media. And also, I choose the using the digital media because of the impact of the industrial revolutions. Yeah. Okay, I will next to the next slide. Okay, and this is the objective of the research. The objective is to improve the student writing skill in recount text by using Canva and CIRC as learning method. So my research, this is just focus on the writing skills and focus also in the recount text only. This is using Canva, and also I use the cooperative integrated reading composition method. This is very integrated and very simple way to the for the students. This is the results of the research. The results in the first graphic shows that the average class is about 58.12. So I used in the class 8F, and the number of the students, there are 24 students. Only 9 students can complete the learning, or it is about 37.5%, whilst 15 students do not complete the learning process. This is about 62.5%. That's why the first graphic, this is when I use the conventional media without any digital media. So I asked the students to study about the recount text. I asked them to write in the paper, and then within this is two in the group, but this is still conventional, and the result shows that the average class only 58%. No, 58.12. And then I changed using the digital learning, the digital media. In this way, I use Canva applications, and you can see in the second graphic, the color of most of the students can complete the lesson. 24 students complete. This is 100%. And the average class become 84.16. So this is very significant. That's why based on this evidence, Canva-based learning with the CIRC method can improve learning outcomes in the student skills of composing recount text. Okay, and this is the results of the student work. Yeah, you see that they can create the text using Canva. But before that, there are so many long process. So that's why I use the cooperative integrated reading compositions. I set the students in the groups. They have to do in the groups, and then I also categorize the students based on their competence. So groups are formed with high, medium, and low ability students. Yeah, and then they have to decide the topic and then write the text, and then what is it? They have to revise, yeah, correcting and then revising, and we can do this many times, yeah, until they can produce the right text about the recount text. And I ask them to write their text using Canva, and this is the results of the students' creation. Okay, and after the activity, I also give them the reflections and the reflections and the comments, and also this is for this reinforcement. And this is the reflections I use. I show them in the videos. You can see the videos. Yeah, so this is I give some comments. This is okay, and then my bad habit tells us to be disciplined. So my comment is related to the students' work. Yeah. A tiny day is so inspiring. It keeps spirit this way. A trip to the National Zoo is amazing, unforgettable experience, amazing. Yeah. Thank you for all the students. You are great. Okay, so this is my, what is it? A reflection for them after, oh, sorry. Okay, so that's the results of my research when I try to use the digital media. This is Canva. And now let's go to the discussion. Well, for the first, this is because of the industrial revolutions. Yeah, industrial and the impact of industrial revolution 4.0. I'm sorry. So it asks, I mean, the industrial revolution 4.0, this is tend to make the teachers and students use the digital media. I mean, they have to use especially the smartphone, because the smartphone is the digital tool that very crucial for the students. Okay, and then the second, yeah, let's talk about the digital-based learning. We know that digital platform is a great media for Gen Z. Yeah, so the student today, they every day, almost every day, they have interactions with the mobile phone, with their smartphone. And we know there are so many advantages and disadvantages that they have when they use the smartphone. Yeah, based on these conditions, so I try to ask the students to maximize using the digital media. This is their smartphone. So I always give them the worksheet, sort of worksheet, or maybe the quiz or everything using their smartphone. So this is, I hope that it can be minimized their interaction with the smartphone with useless activity. Yeah, we know that right now the students use their gadget only for playing games, or maybe for chit chat in the social media, just using their WhatsApp, only this, and they can do this in the whole day. Yeah, in the whole day at home. So that's why I try to use the digital media. And then now let's go to the Canva for education. Why I use Canva? The first, Canva is very easy to use, and Canva, what is it? Give many interesting template. Yeah. Yeah, so there are so many interesting that can be used freely. It's a very easy to use. And then we can also use Canva. This is not only using the laptop, but we can do it with our smartphone. So why I use this? Because I'm sure that the student can do with their smartphone. Otherwise, they have no laptop. Yeah. So this is why I use Canva. Canva also can be used as the media for teaching and learning. We can create the presentations, and then we can create the comic. I also try to ask the students to make the comic in the dialogue materials. It can be this is short dialogue like this, so they can use this. And so this is very easy to use. Yeah, Canva. And then the last, this is talk about the CIRC method. I mean that this is CIRC method. This is cooperative integrated reading compensations. So why I use this method? Because according to Saifullah in Huda 2015, there are so many advantages using this method, CIRC method. The first, our learning activities are more meaningful for students, so that student learning outcomes will last longer, and they can do in a team. And then also CIRC, integrated learning, can develop students' thinking skill. So this is very closer with the pembelajaran abad 21. Sorry ya, this is there are 4C. This is creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. So this method is very good to apply for the students. And the third advantage is integrated learning present activities that are useful in accordance with problems that are often encouraged in the student environment. So this is very practice to apply when they have a grouping, yeah, in the discussion. And then the next advantages, integrated learning can foster students' learning motivation toward dynamic, optimal, and effective learning. Integrated learning can develop students' social interactions such as cooperation, tolerance, communications, and respect for other people's ideas. Because CIRC, this must be done in a team, in a groups. Yeah, this is integrated. And also the last, this is generating learning motivation and broadening the insight and aspirations of teachers in teachings. So while the shortcomings of CIRC learning, according to Slavin 2013, CIRC for children with disabilities has less impact and academic learning achievement. So that's why when I use this method, this is very good for students, especially in the writing activity. Okay. Now, focus on the Canva. That my Canva is Canva Pro, ya Bapak Ibu. So this is Canva for education, and then I create Canva class here. So this is Ani Zahra class. I have a class for Canva, and then I ask the students to join my class for Canva class. For what? In order to they can get a free template. So if they use their own account, they cannot use any kinds of templates. They must be paid. It must be paid. So that's why I ask them to join my class, and then they can use many interesting design in Canva freely. Whilst the design that must be paid, they have no pay. And after some students join my Canva class, and then they can create the design, interesting design. That's why the Canva-based learning with the CIRC method can improve learning outcomes in the student skill of composing recount text. Okay, Bapak Ibu, when I do the research, of course, I got many obstacles. And this is the obstacle that I got. The first, the network or signal conditions are very low. So I asked them to take their smartphone in the classroom, but some of them, some of the signals, this is very low. And the solutions for the signal barriers, I asked the student to move the class into the computer laboratory. So this is very easy. And then the second obstacles, not all students can operate Canva well, because maybe this is very some for them this is new, yeah, and they have to learn more. And then the solutions, I ask the students that who can operate the Canva well to support the groups who have difficulties with the Canva application. So they can learn each other, they can collaborate, they can take the communications. And the third obstacle, some students do not have smartphone, Bapak Ibu. Not all the students have the smartphone. Yeah, that's why I ask the student to share with their friends in the groups, or they can use the computer in the computer laboratory, because I move the class to the computer laboratory so they can use the computer in the computer lab. And then the last obstacles, some students are still seen disturbing other friends. Yeah, we also often find the student like this. Yeah, so usil. So this is I provide. We can provide the assistance to students who have the high kinesthetic level. The assistance. This is maybe we can give more pay attention to them, or maybe they can ask their friends in group to help each other with the students who have a high kinesthetic level. Okay, well, now let's go to the conclusions and suggestions. For the conclusions, the digital learning should be an alternative learning for students, because this is they are categorized as a Gen Z, and this is the pembelajaran abad 21. So digital learning very important to apply for the students. And then considering that the students are very enthusiastic and motivated by using their smartphone. It's very different when they only learning in the conventional way. And then now let's go to the suggestion. My first suggestion is for the teachers. The teachers should apply various learning models and methods. There are so many kinds of media in digital applications. Yeah, there are so many kinds of this one, and then the students must should try the applications and then apply it for their students. And then this is the second suggestion for the students. The students are actively involved and feel challenges to learn when the teacher apply the various learning model and method. And the suggestion for the student should make more use of their smartphone for learning. So they not only use their smartphone for playing games, or maybe just for using their social media, yeah, but they also can use their smartphone to learning. That's why the teacher must be actively give the students challenge using the online application. And my last suggestions, this is for the stakeholder, for the headmaster. The headmaster should provide directions and guidance to teachers in utilizing digital media for learning. Maybe some of them do not know the digital media yet, so the headmaster should give the guidance, yeah, for them, for the teachers, that the teachers must be use the digital media. Okay, and this is the references of my best practice. Then, okay, thank you. And I will close with this statement, Bapak Ibu, that the teacher's job is to change civilizations. So let's keep learning. If we cannot use the any kinds of platform for learning, just learn, just try to operate it, and then try to apply to our students. Thank you so much. And that's all for my presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Ibu Ani. Okay. Wow, this is kind of very useful presentation for us, right? Now we know how to use or how to maximize digital learning to teach students, and Ibu Ani has explained well in her presentation. And you know what, when remembering Canva, I remember this very rich apps because colors and then
Yeah.
Pictures and many templates, posters, infographics, and so on.
Yeah.
Even me, as a teacher or adult, let's say, I'm not kids, I'm really like to play with Canva.
Yeah.
But I never use that apply yet to my student. So
Yeah.
I
Just try
really
it.
want to know, yes, Ibu Ani, how do you conduct the process until the students can get into it? I mean, the student can know how to do the Canva. Uh, I can see on your on your presentation, you said some problems and some solution, uh, because not all of my student has a smartphone.
Yeah.
So it will be using laboratory room, right? Yes.
Yeah.
But can you tell me how how's your efforts to conduct the process until the student can play with Canva? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the questions. Well, why I choose Canva? That I have taught you in my presentation, right? That
Yes.
Canva is very easy and very interesting, and I think that I'm sure that all of the students can operate it well. So the first way, then, when I introduce Canva to the students, I tell them in the classroom. Yeah, let me tell you that in my school there are LCD projector in every classes. In every classes there are LCD projector. So I show how to operate Canva to them. And then I also show how to operate it and how to create based on the task, based on the students. Okay, and then I for the for the problem that some of them for the first when I tell them about introduce them about Canva, they do not take their smartphone because we know that the students do not allow to take their smartphone to school. Yeah, so yeah, for the special occasion, that's okay. So I asked for the school that, okay, maybe tomorrow I ask the students class blah, blah, blah to take, and then this is my responsibility. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To use this one. Okay. And then I explain to the students and then show how to use Canva. And then they can, what is it, pay attention to the explanation. Well, students, your first, what is it, that must be due is join to my Canva class. I will share the link to the groups in WhatsApp group. Yeah, so I have WhatsApp group for English class, and then I share the link to join my Canva class, and then they can join and try to create, uh, try to make a design freely, so they can create as much as many as they can do it, and then show to the classroom. Yeah. So this is, and the results is very amazing. They can create without any guidance for me, and they can try to do by themselves, and the results of the design is so wonderful. And then the next day I ask them to bring their smartphone and then try to do the, based on our, what is it, material, our theme. This is about the recount text, and I use the IRC. This is, can do in a team. The CIRC, this is collaboration. They have to in a team, not individually. So there are communications and collaboration. They can do by using Canva. And they asked me, Miss, this is, should we use this is individually in the groups on only one? I just asked them, try to make a design by your own, and then you can submit the best design based on your groups, so they can create by themselves, and then they have many design, and they have to submit to me in the Canva class. This is only one for one group, and you see that the results, I showed to you the results of the student creation. And then for the next, what is it? They asked me to, what is it? How, what is it? They asked me to use Canva again. I mean, ketagihan. What is ketagihan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
They
Miss,
addicted, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So they asked me, Miss, why don't you give us the assignment using Canva again and blah blah blah. Yeah. So it's very, very happy when the student asks to the teachers like this. Yeah. So they ask the assignment, not the teachers create the assignment for the students, but they ask the assignment for to the teachers.
Okay.
This is just try it, Bu Laeli, when you can
Yes.
use
All right.
Canva.
I will be love to be your student because I will get free apps, right? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can go
You can
in.
register to the Canva for Education. I think you can use
Yes,
your,
yes. Now, just for information, using the akun belajar ID, we can get also more choices for the Canva. It's not, it's some Canva Pro they can share with us also.
oh,
So
great,
uh, yes, freely, yes.
really. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, one more question, Ibu Ani.
yeah,
That's how do they present their work? Like, is that by do you, uh, do you ask them to print it out, or you just or they just present by using the projector?
yeah. Well, they want the submitting the assignment. They have to send to the Canva, my Canva class.
Oh,
So
I see.
they
Yes.
have to upload to the Canva class, my
Yes.
class. So without any print out, yeah. And then
Okay.
I can approve.
Yes.
Yeah, I can approve in my Canva class. Yeah, and then I can approve this, and then I can give comment and feedback to them. And then after this, they have to present in front of the class by using the projector. So I show their work using the projector in the class, and then they have to present it. So that's why this is not only focused on the writing activity, but they also use their speaking activity as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
great.
Yeah. Such a good ideas, and it's inspired us as a
Yeah, we know
teacher.
that writing text, yeah, is very the most difficult one for the students to learn.
Correct. Yes, correct.
so,
Yes.
so
Because
I think that find the interesting way how did the students can what is it can understand the text well. That's why.
understand the song and then express it in words,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. I think our session today is great and just going smoothly. And I hope Bapak-bapak and Ibu-ibu here can get benefits, and this is like a useful tools for you to teach your students. And I hope this will be useful for all of you. Uh, do you have any other words, Ibu Ani? Okay.
Okay, yeah, maybe just a little bit for the closing statement that the digital platform is a great media for generation Z.
Yes.
So Bapak Ibu just uh, don't stop learning to use the digital media, and then try to apply it to our students by allowing the student doing their creativity and everything. That I think that they can what is it, get the learning process what is it, good, yeah, good in learning process. That's
Yes.
it for my closing statement. Thank you, Bu Laeli.
Yeah. All right, Bapak and Ibu. Thank you very much for your attention today. I think that's all for our session, and thank you very much.
Okay.